A lot of people online are saying that Claressa Shields may have just made the biggest gamble of her career. According to critics, signing with Zeus Network could hurt her reputation instead of elevating it. Some even argue that she stepped into a situation she did not fully understand. Others believe she knows exactly what she is doing and is simply expanding her empire. Either way, the conversation has become intense. For those unfamiliar with her resume, Claressa Shields is not just any athlete. She is a two-time Olympic gold medalist and one of the most accomplished women in boxing history. Many fans proudly call her the GWOT, the greatest woman of all time. She built her name through discipline, relentless training, and dominance in the ring. She earned respect the traditional way, by winning. Her story has always been about grit, focus, and proving doubters wrong. So when news broke that she would be stepping into reality television through Zeus Network, reactions were mixed. Some supporters saw it as a smart business move. Reality television brings attention, expands audiences, and often generates significant income. In today's entertainment landscape, visibility equals leverage. Other fans, however, worried that entering the reality TV world might chip away at her serious athlete image. At first, the decision looked simple, a champion broadening her brand. Many celebrities cross into television to grow their reach. It did not seem unusual. But things began to shift once leaked clips and online rumors started circulating. The narrative changed from new opportunity to possible disaster. Reports surfaced about arguments behind the scenes. Blogs mentioned tension involving Zeus executives, including the CEO. Posts described a chaotic environment with raised voices and security allegedly stepping in. None of the circulating footage showed a complete timeline of events, yet short clips were enough to ignite strong opinions. The internet did what it always does, it filled in the blanks. Some viewers claimed Shields was attempting to assert authority too quickly within the network's ecosystem. Others insisted she was reacting to a stressful and unfamiliar environment. Without full context, it is difficult to determine what truly happened. However, the snippets portrayed her as intense, emotional, and visibly frustrated. That perception is where the concern began. In boxing, aggression is respected. In reality television, aggression is edited. The same passion that wins championship fights can be transformed into a villain storyline with dramatic music and strategic camera angles. That possibility is what makes fans uneasy. In the ring, she controls the outcome with her fists and footwork. On a reality show, producers control the narrative. Another moment that raised eyebrows involved a promotional social media post from Zeus Network. The network advertised one of Claressa's appearances using the phrase, "all the way up." For many hip-hop fans, that slogan is strongly associated with Remy Ma and her hit anthem alongside Fat Joe, "all the way up." Here is why that detail mattered. Claressa has been publicly linked to Papoose, who is still legally married to Remy Ma. No confirmed divorce documents have been widely presented to the public. That makes the situation sensitive from the start. When Zeus used a phrase so closely tied to Remy Ma while promoting Claressa, some fans interpreted it as subtle shade. Others dismissed it as coincidence or marketing strategy. But in today's social media climate, audiences rarely believe in accidents. The post added fuel to an already complicated conversation. Then came the club footage. Clips circulated online showing Claressa and Papoose together at an event. In portions of the video, she appeared animated and affectionate. Meanwhile, Papoose seemed distracted at times, frequently looking at his phone. Social media users slowed the footage down, analyzing every detail. His body language, eye contact, posture, and timing. When cameras turned directly toward them, he appeared more affectionate. That shift became a focal point of debate. Some critics argued that his increased affection seemed performative once the spotlight hit. Supporters countered that short clips cannot capture the full atmosphere of a crowded event. Anyone can appear distracted for a few minutes. Still, perception matters in the public eye. Another layer of discussion emerged around fashion. Fans began comparing Claressa's recent styling choices to past looks worn by Remy Ma. They pointed out similarities in hairstyles, makeup details, and outfit silhouettes. Some labeled it coincidence. Others accused her of imitation. In reality, Fashion overlaps constantly. Trends recycle, stylists draw inspiration from similar sources, and aesthetics repeat. Yet because romantic tension already surrounded the narrative, every similarity was magnified. The focus shifted dramatically. Instead of discussing Shields' jab, defensive movement, and championship titles, social media debated wigs, baby hairs, and outfit comparisons. That pivot illustrates the risk elite athletes face when stepping into entertainment spaces driven by gossip. Questions also surfaced about Papoose's role in the situation. For years, he was publicly praised for supporting Remy Ma during her prison sentence. Their love story became part of their public brand. They appeared together on red carpets and reality shows, presenting unity and loyalty. However, in recent years, Papoose has not been musically dominant in mainstream conversations. Some speculate that attaching himself to Claressa's spotlight could reignite relevance. Others argue that relationships are partnerships where both individuals benefit. The truth likely lies somewhere between those extremes. The unresolved legal status of his marriage adds complexity. If he is still legally married, every public appearance with Claressa becomes more controversial. Some viewers feel she stepped into a messy dynamic without adequate protection. Others insist she is a grown woman capable of making informed decisions. Both viewpoints persist. Within Zeus Network's ecosystem, power dynamics are crucial. One frequently mentioned personality is Natalie Nunn, who is heavily associated with the platform's programming. She has built a reputation for influencing narratives and commanding presence on shows. Industry observers often note that long-term survival in that environment requires understanding who shapes storylines behind the scenes. Reality television thrives on editing. Producers determine which moments air and which remain unseen. A raised voice can be looped. A reaction shot can be inserted. A tense conversation can be condensed to appear explosive. That editing power is significant. Even if Claressa entered expecting a boxing-focused documentary, the final product could lean heavily into drama, because conflict generates views. There has also been discussion surrounding a separate boxing match that occurred during this period. Some fans felt the fight did not meet expectations. A few skeptics went as far as implying that the timing of the outcome aligned conveniently with promotional efforts. There is no verified evidence supporting misconduct, yet speculation alone can chip away at credibility. In professional sports, reputation is fragile. Even unproven rumors can linger. Zooming out, this entire situation reflects a broader reality of modern fame. Athletic excellence no longer guarantees undivided attention. Viral drama often overshadows historic achievements. Claressa Shields made Olympic history. She broke barriers for women in boxing. Her accomplishments are etched into record books. Yet trending discussions focus on relationship drama and reality television edits rather than championship belts. There is also a deeper social conversation taking place. Narratives that frame Black women as rivals generate engagement for blogs and networks. Team Remy versus Team Claressa becomes profitable discourse. However, reducing complex women to entertainment-based competition ignores nuance and humanity. Behind headlines and hashtags stands a real person. Strip away titles and sponsorships, and you find a woman navigating love, career expansion, and intense public scrutiny simultaneously. That weight can be heavy. Some interpret her public defense of Papoose as desperation. Others see loyalty and commitment. Without direct access to their private reality, outsiders can only speculate. Training for elite boxing demands extraordinary mental focus. Adding relationship rumors, filming schedules, and online criticism multiplies stress. If the show ultimately portrays her negatively, watching that narrative unfold could be emotionally difficult. Reality television is notorious for selective storytelling. Dramatic soundtracks and abrupt cuts can transform ordinary disagreements into explosive drama. If producers frame her as unstable or overly aggressive, viewers unfamiliar with her boxing career might adopt that impression as truth. That possibility represents the true gamble. In boxing, punches are visible. In reality TV, reputational hits are subtle and permanent. There are even potential legal considerations. Reality productions occasionally face disputes over releases or portrayals. If complications arise, additional headlines could follow. Critics fear she may realize too late that she entered a machine engineered for chaos. At the same time, it is entirely possible that Claressa understands the landscape. She may believe she can maintain control while expanding her influence. Many modern athletes build brands beyond sports, some successfully, others less so. The coming months will reveal the outcome. If the show highlights her discipline, training regimen, and resilience, it could introduce her to new audiences who later support her fights. If it centers primarily on conflict, the cost to her legacy could be significant. Public reaction will shape that trajectory. As for Papoose, time will clarify his intentions. If the relationship endures and remains stable, criticism will fade. If it unravels publicly, skeptics will claim validation. Meanwhile, Zeus Network will continue generating conversation, as it always does. At the core of everything lies a simple truth. Fame is complicated. Expanding a platform carries inherent risk, especially when stepping into environments built on controversy. Claressa Shields has already proven she can win inside the ring. The question now is whether she can navigate an arena where rules are invisible and narratives are curated. Because in boxing, the punches are direct and undeniable. In reality television, they are edited, amplified, and sometimes delivered long after the cameras stop rolling.